Live right outside of the courthouse right now. We do have the Reverend L. Sharpton speaking, and let's listen right here on Live Now from Fox.
Let us, more than anything, thank the mother and father of Ahmaud. They lost a son, but their son will go down in history as one that proved that if you hold on, that justice can come. This mother would tell me, Reverend, we're going to win this, when I had doubts. She kept praying. This father said, we got to get some justice for my son. Mother and father. They lost a son. That's right. But their son will go down in history as one that proved that if you hold on, that justice can come. This mother would tell me, Reverend, we're going to win this, when I had doubts. She kept praying. This father said, we got to get some justice for my son. And let the word go forth all over the world that a jury of 11 whites and one black in the deep South stood up in the courtroom and said that black lives do matter. Let it be clear that almost 10 years after Trayvon, God used Wanda and Marcus's son to prove that if we kept marching and kept fighting, we would make you hear us. We got a lot more battles to fight, but this was an important battle today. This was proving that our children know their value, and that's why those people that march, I'm talking about the people here, that was here when nobody else was here. They stood up. Brunswick. Brunswick, Georgia will go down in history as the place that criminal justice took a different turn. Let us pray. Dear God, we come thanking you for your mercy, thanking you for giving us a prosecutor's team that when it looked to us like they'd stacked the jury, that you still found a way to open up the minds of people to listen to the evidence and weigh it based on facts, not based on skin color. That you gave strength to this mother and you gave strength to this father to not give up on you, even when many of us doubted, even when many of us said it's not going to happen. You came in the state of Georgia, a state known for segregation, a state known for Jim Crow, and you turned it around. You took a young unarmed boy that they thought was worthless, and you put his name in history today. Years from now, decades from now, they'll be talking about a boy named Ahmaud Arbery that taught this country what justice looks like. As we go forth, let us go forth in the victory you've given us. Thank everyone in Brunswick that marched, that stood out in front of this courthouse, that was called a lynch mob, but they kept on marching. And let us know that all whites are not racist, and all blacks are not worthless, that we're all your children, and we will give you the grace and give you the glory. The glory be yours, not ours. Let us not be proud, and let us not be vengeful, but let us be thankful that you brought us closer together today. These blessings we ask in your name and your sake. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. We never had a Thanksgiving day like today. We will hear from the attorneys and the parents. Let us hear from the attorney for Wanda, who is running for the Texas Attorney General. He asked me not to say it, but I'm going to say it because we need attorney generals like this. Lee Merritt, followed by the Attorney General of Black America, who flew in and out even as he handled other cases. These lawyers kept going to the wall and stood up. Amen. We walked out of court buildings with tears in our eyes. We cried inside, but they were tears of joy because people like Thurgood Marshall and others broke down barriers to produce a Ben Crump and a Lee Merritt.
Amen.
Lee Merritt.
Amen. All right. Amen.
You all don't want to hear from me right now. You want to hear from the family of Ahmaud Arbery, as we all do. We want to wrap our arms around them. The only reason that I'm speaking is to provide an introduction for a praying mother. You all have known her now for the last 18 months. 18 months ago, when she learned about the murder of her son, they told her that she would just have to deal with it alone. They told her that there would be no arrest, that there would be no accountability, that there would be no justice. And she made her son a promise before she laid him in the ground that his mom, would fight for justice for him. In order to do that, Glenn County had to change. She couldn't find justice in the Glenn County that she found in the year 2000.
That's right.
On February 23rd, there was a prosecutor standing in her way, Jackie Johnson. Wanda Cooper prayed her out of the way, out of office, and she's facing criminal charges herself.
That's right. That's right.
When she came to when she was looking for justice in Glenn County, she was faced with a corrupt legal system, one that never fully investigated her son's murder, as we learned during the course of this trial. Wanda performed her own investigation. Wanda hired her own attorneys, and she woke up a nation. Amen. Can you all join me in just giving a round of applause for this fighting, faithful, praying mother?
Amen. Amen.
I'm going to let Wanda come forward. Come on, Wanda.
I just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank each and every one of you who fought this fight with us. It's been a long fight. It's been a hard fight, but God is good.
Yes, He is.
Early in, to tell you the truth, I never saw this day back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought this day would come, but God is good.
Yes, He is.
And I just want to tell everybody thank you for those who marched, those who prayed, most of all the ones who prayed.
Yes, Lord.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, Lord.
Thank you. And now Quez, which you know him as Ahmaud, I know him as Quez.
Yes.
He will now rest in peace.
Yes,
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen.
Come on. Let me find a way to step out of the way.
You all heard the gut-wrenching grunt
Oh, my goodness.
that came out of Marcus Arbery when they pronounced Travis McMichael guilty. He could not contain it any further because think about how long he and Wanda have been enduring all the innuendo, all the allegations, all the character assassinations, long legs with dirty toenails. Just imagine all they went through. That when he heard that, Reverend Al, he could not contain himself because Marcus, as a father, they see their job as to protect their children.
That's right.
And
That's right.
you can experience the pain of a mother and a father who witnessed what they witnessed, not being there to protect their child. Every parent in America can take solace in knowing that we have an example of how to deal with tragedy and grief when they look at the example of Marcus Arbery and Wanda Cooper, and we should applaud them. They should be applauded. And I tell you all, we together did this. We all together, black, white, activists, faith members, lawyers, prosecutors. We did this together. We said, America, we will make us better than what we saw in that video. And I would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge, even though we are clapping and we are cheering and we applaud, Wanda and Marcus still are devastated because they're missing Ahmaud.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Devastated.
That's right.
And so even though this is not a celebration, it is a reflection to acknowledge that the spirit of Ahmaud
Yes.
defeated the lynch mob. The spirit of Ahmaud defeated the lynch mob. The spirit of Ahmaud defeated the lynch mob. Marcus Arbery.
Go on, Marcus.
Number one, I want to give all glory to God.
Yes.
Because that's who made all this possible. Number two, I want to thank his mama.
Yeah.
And I want to thank my sisters and brothers. I want to thank my children for being strong through this rough time.
Yes.
Because I know it was hard what they had to deal with.
Yes.
And number two, I want to thank all y'all people, all the support y'all gave us. Because one of us ain't did this. Ain't no one side did this.
That's right.
God put us all together to make this happen. So it ain't no one side. So what I tell you, God don't work one-sided. God work two sides. All right, I'm going to put you here, I'm going to put you there.
Amen.
So y'all pull together and work this thing.
Amen.
So, hey, that's what it's all about.
Amen.
Because if one side wouldn't work, it wouldn't have happened.
That's right.
You had people working when you wasn't working.
That's right.
Come on. When you weren't working, you had people out here working, marching, going in these offices.
Yeah.
We conquered that lynch mob.
Yes.
We got that lynch mob. This history today, letting you know that black kid life does matter. That's right. For real, all life matter.
Yes.
Not just black children. We don't want to see nobody go through this.
Amen.
I don't want to see no daddy watch their kid get lynched and shot down like that. So it's all our problem. It's all our problem. So, hey, let's keep fighting. Let's keep doing it and making this place a better place for all human beings.
Amen.
All human beings.
Amen.
Everybody.
Amen.
Love everybody.
Love everybody.
All human beings need to be treated equally. We finna conquer this lynching. Today is a good day.
Amen.
Before the lawyers come back, let me also say, as I said to all of the activists, the family, thank them. We thank a lot of those that were local.
Yes.
Reverend Baker,
Come on.
who stood up even when other clergy wouldn't stand up. This pastor stood with the family. The others. We want to thank Barbara Unwine for coming out and been here from the beginning. All of the ministers that came last Thursday. We want to thank Cliff, who's been a rock in the word there. And I want to thank, if he's watching, Reverend Jesse Jackson, who despite his illness came down and sat in that courtroom. And all of us, this is a day white and black activists showed we could unite and beat the lynch mob that killed our men. And though I never say this often, I must say, we want to thank the prosecutors. They stood and fought for this family. Tomorrow, in all our joy today, there will be an empty chair at Wanda's table. Ahmaud would not be at Thanksgiving tomorrow, but she can look at that chair and say to Ahmaud, I fought a good fight. And I got you some justice. We can't fill that chair for you, Wanda, but we can say that you were mother above all mothers. You fought for your son. And Marcus, you fought for your son. And even though it'll be a sober and solemn Thanksgiving, you can thank God you didn't let your boy down.
Come on, man. Thank you.
No. So, Ben and I had a difficult task to do when showing up to this courthouse and turning the case over to the prosecutors. We want to exercise, as attorneys, as advocates, we want to exercise control over something this important.
Yes.
And it was difficult to relinquish that control to the Cobb County's prosecutor's office. Of course, we had to, under the law, and they did what they had to do to secure a conviction. And I applaud them for putting on a airtight case that resulted in conviction for all these men. They've invited Wanda and Marcus and their supporters to stand with them for their press conference. And so we're going to do something else that's difficult to do. We're not taking any questions. We're going to step back. We're going to allow the prosecutors to make a presentation about their case as we stand with them in solidarity and thank them for their efforts.
And it's a good example for when Lee Meredith's Texas Attorney General. Let's back up. Marcus, you stay right here. Everybody else back up.
And I'm the Executive Assistant District Attorney for the Cobb County.
Hold on. Hey, y'all, please be quiet so we can give them the respect they so richly deserve.
Hello, my name is Latonia P. Hines. I am the Executive Assistant District Attorney for the Cobb County District Attorney's Office. I bring you greetings and remarks from our District Attorney, Flynn D. Brody Jr., who was appointed as District Attorney Pro Tem for this case and for the prosecution of this case. Unfortunately, he was not able to be here due to a family medical emergency. First and foremost, we want you to know that from the moment this case came to our office, it was our foremost goal to ensure that we got justice for Ahmaud Arbery's family. And in particular, we are so very proud and thankful for the confidence that the family has given to us. We admire and commend the courage, the steadfastness, and the strength of Miss Wanda Cooper Jones, Ahmaud's mother, and Mr. Marcus Arbery, Sr., the father of Ahmaud, in seeking this justice during this process. It has been a long road, and we are so happy that we're able to be here at this end of this road. We'd like to also say thank you, and we commend the courage and bravery of this jury to say that what happened on February 23rd, 2020 to Ahmaud Arbery, the hunting and killing of Ahmaud Arbery, it was not only morally wrong, but legally wrong. And we are thankful for that.
Amen.
We want to thank and specifically recognize some people who have been involved with regard to the prosecution of this case. In particular, our team, our lead attorney, Senior Assistant District Attorney Linda Dunikowski. Assistant District Attorney Larissa Oliveira. Senior Assistant District Attorney Paul Camarillo.
Let's go, Paul.
Our Chief Investigator Charles Prescott.
Thank you, Brother Prescott.
Deputy Chief Investigator Keith Lamone. Investigator Cameron Watson. Investigator Darius McClure. We also need to thank people from at home who've also been helping us with regard to this case. Ms. Kayla Willis, Ms. Jada Baxter, who is here, Cindy Bard, Sarah Rapp, Laramie Floyd, Matt Morgan, our communications department, our fire and EMA, IS, DOT, and GIS. We also need to thank also the GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, in particular Director Vic Reynolds, Special Agent Richard Dial, who I believe is here with us, Special Agent Jason Seacrest, Special Agent Lawrence Kelly, and Inspector Eve Rogers. We also need to thank specifically with the Glenn County Police Department Deputy Chief Ricky Evans and Captain Jeremiah Berquist. We also with the Glenn County Sheriff's Office need to thank Glenn County Sheriff Neil Jump, Glenn County Clerk of Court Ron Adams, Georgia State Patrol Major Thornell King and Sergeant Chris Black. With GMA, we also thank Operations large. And we want to have some opportunity to have some remarks also from our team. So our senior assistant district attorney and lead attorney, Linda Dunikowski.
Let's go, Linda.
Thank you very much. But this was a team effort. I want everyone to know that this was a gigantic team effort. DA Flynn Brody put his faith and trust in our team, and I could not have done it without my trial partners. They were all very, very instrumental in making this happen. We had so many people on the team that helped to bring justice for Ahmaud and his family, and we really, really appreciate the support that we had and the faith from Mr. Arbery, and from Ms. Wanda Cooper-Jones, who have been with us and have put their faith in us and trusted us to bring justice for Ahmaud. And the verdict today was a verdict based on the facts, based on the evidence. And that was our goal, was to bring that to that jury so that they could do the right thing. Because the jury system works in this country. And when you present the truth to people and they can see it, they will do the right thing. And that's what this jury did today in getting justice for Ahmaud Arbery. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Blessings. Yep, you ready to go?
Because the jury system works in this country. And when you present the truth to people and they can see it, they will do the right thing. And that's what this jury did today in getting justice for Ahmaud Arbery. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Blessings. Yep, you ready to go?
Hey, you know what? Let's thank Miss Polite. Hey, there's an 87-year-old lady who's been here every day. Hey, hello. Well, y'all come on, let's thank this one 87-year-old lady who's been here every day. Hey, you all. Hey, where Marcus at?
Right here.
The parents, Wanda and Marcus, and the family of Ahmaud Arbery, Lee and Cliff and Reb, all of us, we've been here most days of the trial. But there's a lady who is steadfast in her conviction. She's one of those NAACP warriors, Reverend Al. Miss Polite, 87 years old, has been here every day of jury selection and every day of trial. So let's thank that. Where's she at?
Miss Polite, she over there.
Okay. So let's thank that shero, Miss Polite. God bless. It's people like her why we got justice.
Yeah. All right. Let's call it.
All right, so there you go. You heard from civil rights leaders, from the defense team, from the prosecution, the state, and then also you heard, of course, from Ahmaud Arbery's family, the father speaking and hoping that change will come from this decision, and then showing that Black Lives Matter there. That was from the father there, Marcus Arbery. You're watching Live Now from Fox, everybody. We're going to keep our